Hi guys, welcome. It's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you, as well as read for all 12 signs, as I've been doing. If you should need anything from me, if you'd like a session or a card reading, you can see my website and my email address below. They're both twinflames3344.com and at gmail.com, as well as my CD that's out there, Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. You can get that on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and CD Baby. And that's a great way to support me since the songs only cost $1. So if you should need anything and you don't see what you need, just drop me an email. I'll be happy to help you. So as we get into this Divine Masculine read today, it is August 18th, 2019. The 18 is all about the moon today, and that is a 9, so that's also about endings, compassion, selflessness, and the universal consciousness. The day adds up to 3811, which is the Queen of Cups. It's also that 11, very spiritual and visionary number. It's also a very feminine number, reducing to the 2. And then the Queen of Cups, which is very representative of the Divine Feminine, being in their heart. Very intuitive, kind, nurturing, loving person. And representing the water signs. And the moon as well, of Cancer. So there's a lot of water energy today. So 8s and 3s and 1s there, all in the title. And 818's coming up as the date. And then 88 came up in the code line as well as 81. So 8s and 1s are big today, as well as the 3s. Let's see here. I caught a great picture. I may post it as the tag. When I went out this morning to ground, I usually take a picture of the sun or just something to get the feeling outside in the morning. And a group of birds flew by in formation, which I actually caught. So I think I might post that. It was very beautiful. And the sun was actually very beautiful this morning as well. And it's still sunny out here. The masculine read was complete at 8, 14, 15, 16. 14's the Temperance card, 15's the Devil, 16's the Tower energy. So some major energy there. And then you have the Angel and Devil energy as well, and the Tower moment, as well as the 8, which is of strength. And the 8 also is of the individual, balanced in their masculine and feminine and doing the dance within. For me, 8 is the masculine and the feminine, both in their balance side by side. And then the 8 on its side for me is the same thing as 2 8s upright, where you're in union and doing the dance between you. So the major arcana, the Hanging Man, in the Syrian Starseed deck, same thing as the Hangman. Guidance, which is usually the Hierophant, the Chariot, and then Alchemy was after the read, which is like the Temperance card. They were all 2s today. 2 Pentacles, 2 Cups, 2 Wands, and 2 Swords. So 2, 2, 2, 2. Then we have Queen of Cups as the court cards and Knight of Wands, and that's it. Both in the main read. Queen of Cups and Knight of Wands. Then for the numbers and the code line, we're all about abundance and communication. Actually, that was, I don't usually reveal those cards till the end of the read, but it was, the code line was about pride, which is the number 19, which is the sun, but also that masculine energy and that Leo energy of pride, as we're still in that Leo energy today on the 18th. And 818, which is reminding us of the 8-8 portal. So being that the message here was all about pride today, and the 8-8 came up again because the abundance card's on top, which is number 88, and that was showing the other day as well. I don't know if that was yesterday or the day before. So very important, the Lionsgate energy is still very important energy right now, especially with today, 818, and the day is 38. And communications is the other card that came up, which is 33. So we have 33, 88, and then 19 of the pride, or the masculine energy. The other numbers that came up were 81. So for me, that's completion, because in the Divine Numerology book, the Divine Triangle, the final number is 81 in the triangle. So you have, it's based on the isosceles triangle. The square of the two sides of the triangle equals the square of the hypotenuse. And you literally draw squares out from each line of the triangle. And there's number cycles going around the sides of the triangles or the squares. And the last number, it goes from age 0 to 81, 81 being the completion date. So basically after age 81, you're basically free to choose what you want to do, if you want to stay or go. So 81 came up on the code line, which is also a 9 of endings, compassion, universal selflessness. And yeah, so again, 9s, because the moon is 18-9, and now we have 81-9, so that's very significant as well, because we have the reflection of that. The moon, the false light, and then the 81 of completion. So the other numbers that came up besides 88, also 10-10 came up, so that very high vibration. 14 of the Temperance card, 48, which is the 8 of Cups. 8-10, 44, which is the 4 of Cups, that grounding and integrating, that boredom card as well. 3-4-5 came up, that sequence, as well as 7-8-9-10, and 34, which is the 8 of Wands, that expression of feelings, that back and forth communication. Very passionate though. And then of course I told you the 2-2-2-2, very important, and then 45, which is the 5 of Cups, 78, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and 89 also came up. So let's see, on the code line, having to do with pride, fidelity came up again, of the Divine Feminine Collective. So this is this is for the masculine, okay? And again, this is the masculine for the Divine Masculines, but also the masculine within the feminines as well. The fidelity of the Sophia, the Divine Feminine Collective Consciousness, them in their own dance at center point, balanced, acing that 0 point, or the pi, the guide dance, right? So following their guidance, the guide dance, and or the Hierophant energies of the commitment to self, you, to your higher self. All of that energy aids the Divine Masculine in being proud of you, and thus being proud of himself. And then thus the 8-8 comes up, of both of you standing in your balanced energy side by side, coming into union. Okay, also gay pride was coming up here. Also is getting Phi as fidelity, but also Phi as pi, but open. You know, I gave you that safety pin example of pi and how the energy works between the masculine and the feminine. And the top part of the pin in that representation was considered the housing, you know, or the house that you live in. So the Fi was coming up as the pi, but open to the public, or open for business. But I was getting open house of Sophia in completion of the Divine Feminine Collective. Aced, maintaining her 0 point. It is good guidance or guide dance for the Divine Masculine, because she's within him and makes him proud, and thus comes together with the 8-8 side by side. All right, him proud to stand next to her. So the fidelity of also SE was coming in as southeast. South is Gaia, and east is the feminine energy, like Ite, okay? The fidelity of the feminine, the Mother Earth, and the feminine east, with acing that 0 point. I was getting God's Knight as the masculine, God's Knight, all right, Lancelot. So God is also proud of Guinevere and Lancelot. And you notice they're G and L, God and Lou. So there's always lots of parallels that come up here. The fidelity of the grounded Divine Feminine, the collective Divine Feminine consciousness, centered in the guidance, the guide dance, with their proud knight beside them, side by side, the 8-8, the sunshine, the Leo, the pride, all exposed. So getting right into this, I did pull up a couple things online. Acing fitness programs came up, as well as Section 8, new guidance for leasing. SAFA Act, As One guidance came up, which was a YouTube about getting around the kitchen for those of you who don't normally cook. Tech guidance manual came up, and that was from Department of Pennsylvania government. It was a land recycling program. So again, recycling, taking care of the earth. Chapter 250 regulations came up. Also overview for 8 Ace Reddit came up. So there's that 8-1 coming up. 8 points, 9 points, 10 points came up, and 20 days ago. Still doing this on the wasteland where tower blocks were knocked down near Villa Park. And that was just the header. It also said to remove a portion of the fence. Don't fence me in. Stick or some high vis, HI-VIZ, and watch the cash roll in. Okay? So don't fence me in. Allow each other's freedom, their sovereignty, in order to have even more intimacy between you. Okay? So also, by order of the Air Force Instruction 44-121, so those numbers were important, Secretary of the, and then it didn't finish that line, but it had to do with alcohol and drug abuse prevention and the Air Force. So then at that time, my twin friend actually called me, who I haven't talked to in a while. And the number 59 came up, which is that 5 of Swords. It's also the minute before the hour, right? So the 11th hour coming up here. And friends coming in to give you guidance, perhaps, or messages that need to be processed. And feathers coming up again as well. And to keep things simple. So as we get started into the read, that underlying energy there is the 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Crystals here. It starts out with the 5 of Cups, all right, so that's the grief card, or, right, not letting go of the past to go to the future. And then this is the 9 of Swords, or Orbs, and this is the 7 of Swords, or Orbs, all right? So 2 very swordy cards right there. Very much about suffering, and this is about risk and, you know, risky business or cheating, lying, all that kind of stuff. And then we have the workplace, or the work that you do, and it could be work with crystals as well, coming up on top, and the number 28 associated with that also coming up. So with those cards in the underlying energy and the 28, working with crystals, grieving, suffering in silence, taking a risk to work possibly with crystals. Or also cry stalls come up, people who manipulate by emotions and crying, that kind of thing. So impatient for a tower coming in here. So, and the risk stuff could also have to do with scams or illegal or immoral business, anything like that. So there's really difficult energy coming up in the underlying energy right there. The masculine impatient for epiphanies, possibly impatient for orgasm or sudden events, explosions, blowing it up. The Queen of Cups is coming up as reversed, insecure, maybe not feeling like she has the tools, or it could be 2 different people, because don't forget, the karmic and the divine feminine often have a lot in common, even the signs, even if it's just the element of the sign. There are a lot of parallels between them. One just is showing more of the light side of the energy, and many of you may be in the same soul group as well, and then the other showing the more dark side of the energy. So the Queen of Cups reversed, insecure, not feeling like she has the tools, or a Queen of Cups reversed who's manipulative, and she can be the same person as the Queen of Wands reversed in this read as well. Fallen angel erupts, coming clean about work. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Aries energies right there. The Queen of Wands, that is also reversed in this read, tells him to look out the window or porch, or tells him to look at the computer window that's open, looking back and down on the little people, playing God, leading the way, getting attention and success for pi integration. All right, that's center point, 0 point. Ghosted and surprised, the unknown one in the synchronicities is coming up as the truth, the true one. Amidst the masked one, the snake, in between them is that long shot, the one that's unknown, right? So whenever there's an unknown, people fear, and that's just common knowledge. Excalibur is coming up here with the truth, taking a gamble to lead in the truth, back in the saddle again, unable to escape synchronicities. Aligned and overworking or not working, only 1 gold coin on the floor. Third eye may be misaligned, or someone kicked out the exclamation point, right? So somebody doesn't even have a third eye connection at all. Like they have no intuition whatsoever. And that could have to do with people around the masculine or karmic or whatever. So 1008 was coming up, and 10/8 is a significant date for me. So that may be personal for me, or it could be a general thing, because this is not just recent, but my whole life 10/8 for some reason was always an important date. Unable to stay mad, the masculine, the King of Cups is growing roots up, lightening the burden of a new passion. Okay, so the King of Cups is also coming up reversed in this read, okay? So again, it can be the same. It can be someone who's just very emotional right now and not a bad person, or someone who's very detached and could be very manipulative as well, or alcoholic. So love yourself first came up for the masculine, but below that right here is true love, that this is a romance of a lifetime. Love yourself first, and that's how you come together with your twin, because your twins are higher self. So when you go within and love yourself first, you are literally loving you and your twin first. Okay? So no longer remembering the point he wanted to make. So it's like him not being able to stay mad, especially at the Divine Feminine. The King of Cups growing roots up. So he could just be maturing or growing up. Lightning, but he could be working on his etheric roots as well, connecting to the etheric realm, his higher self. Lightening the burden of a new passion, no longer remembering the point he wanted to make, right? With the exclamation point. So we have this with, you see like the gold coin down here should be under here, which would make an exclamation point, right? Which means someone wants to say something, they're defensive. But it's misaligned. The gold coin's not aligned with the chakra system there. Because when you're aligned, you don't need to react. You don't need to, in a frustrated way, with an exclamation. You don't need to make that point. You just say what you need to say. You speak your truth. So thinking about testing the water, maybe stepping into the water, testing it with his toes, right? Off his ivory platform, stepping into his emotions, grieving openly, holding back the coin. And remember, C-O-I-N, coin, is another way of spelling Kohan, which is that high energy of the masters, but also Ko-Han. So two Han Solos, the twins, side by side. Okay, co-pilots. Finding peace, uninspired and frustrated, and free now to walk away. The truth aside, leaning on a pillar, one green leg and one tan leg that can't move without the other. No shoes. Walking a fine line with a snake at his ankles. Right? So walking on the edge with someone always at his feet ready to trip him up. Rapunzel now has let her hair down. From here to eternity, by the creek or the riverside, a new life awaits. If he waits any longer, he may find her down by the riverside. Self-love comes up, which is number 61, which is about risk of loving yourself first, which is also a 7, 61. And then spiritual career came up, which is number 78, which is the 10 of Pentacles, the ultimate dream family. Also, 3 more. I didn't put those cards out. There's 3 purple cards off to the side here. These were the next 3 that came out from the ones that did come out. I wanted to show you though, because they were all purple, and you see how they come out with the 9s again, 9 and 9, 9, which are 6 upside down. Synchronicity was 87, so that's, the 7, 8, 9, but then the 9, 9s. And the purple. So it's very much about third eye to crown energies, and the 9s of compassion and universal selflessness, the hermit, the wise one. All of those energies have to do with going within and compassion. Okay, so completion, synchronicities, and so here's synchronicities again, and 99 of compassion, and 99 is the moon of 18. The chariot, a matter of fact, and the Queen of Wands reversed, and the dark, coming together to end the battle, unending purging so that others can grab for the money. Cancer, Queen of Wands reversed, and Empress. There's a couple different situations here. The Empress is upright, so she can have positive energy, but she's also coming up negative here as a ringleader. So Cancer, Queen of Wands reversed, and an Empress could be a 3. It could be a coven that's come up in the past, but it also can just be 3 people in a group, or women. It could be mother and daughter and sister, or mother, daughter, and granddaughter, any kind of combination like that. But it's the Empress, Queen of Wands, and a Cancer person conspiring, this is one situation, to scam money. In a bold move, speak to the hand, the Queen of Wands reversed, angry at a group for ending a battle. The Queen of Wands reversed is on the warpath, and Taurus, Cancer, and fire energies were all coming up in this area. A sleight of hand, laser beam security scam, slivery moon, escape room, escape hatch, in a chess or checkerboard floor, a dark room, a crystal sauna room, or it could be a crystal cave coming up here as well, or a room with orange and red lighting, a dungeon, a sex chamber, a death trap. An English or Irishman who's very good man, he'll never notice that. So it's someone definitely trying to scam this person, which could definitely be the Divine Masculine. The Empress ringleader, or big ring with a cross on it, key, cross, keys, bubble blower, crossbow, a Gemini, cross to bear, fiery, red, and chastity belt, Taurus, fire, and Cancer. The Queen of Wands reversed is out, right? Making herself known. Cancer says good riddance. And the Empress, this is another scenario. And this could be a scenario at work where the Queen of Wands reversed is kicked out and a Cancer says good riddance, and the Empress is still the ringleader, who could be conceited with feminine symbol or circle and cross in the center of astrological chart, could be a picture of herself, strategizing how to take the Divine Masculine down, causing him to purge to keep his energy down, his vibration low, so that they can control him. And again, this is that person that comes up with cleavage down to her navel, which came up as the dark priestess, you know, who likes to do, she could come up as just doing Wiccan work with nature, but she doesn't have all positive intention. Could also be spell work, voodoo, all that kind of stuff came up with her in the past. So this doesn't have to be every situation here, but it is for somebody. In a money machine vortex where she spins the bills while everyone tries to grab for it, the house always wins. All right, so this was coming up, you know, one of those machines where the money's blowing around in the air and people try to win money by catching it and they never do. Well, it's coming up like someone raising money. This could be either a scam or someone raising money for charity as well, because I was getting raising money for cancer. But to remember with gambling, whether it's the money blowing machine or anything else, that the house always wins. A group of women might realize this and set up some kind of gambling thing, whether it's for charity or whether it's for illegal activities in their own home. A group of women with no competition. They may see a way to make money. The Queen of Wands reversed with Cancer raising money for pain and suffering, but also even in that, the Empress is coming up as it's all about her, not about the event or, you know, the topic they're raising money for. It's really about her getting attention. I mean, she's just front and center stage. It's all about her. It's all about the Empress running the show at work. Looking like the big boss, the Empress not working or malaligned or missing the gold coin, right, the Christ consciousness, only truth, her only truth is the lower chakra system, okay? So this could definitely be lower chakra, you know, mentality, 3D mentality. What is the word I'm trying to think of? Reptilian energy is what I was trying to think of. I just couldn't remember that word. Or the Empress is not working, or overworking, or hates her job, or an employee, a fallen angel, Sagittarius or Scorpio, or Aries, Queen of Cups reversed, is crying, insecure, and or manipulative, or stole tools at work, serving up some truth in exchange for passion, new growth, or sex. and then walking away free to take a leap to self-love and faith, taking a risk on self, okay? And that could have to do with the masculine as well. So 1044 is the Wheel of Fortune of 44 is that Four of Cups, mastering, grounding, and integrating, right? That boredom has a reason. It's for grounding and integrating. It's time to process what you've taken in. So again, that Queen of Cups, there's a fallen angel and a Queen of Cups reverse, and it seems that they're two separate people. Queen of Cups could be Aries, but doesn't have to be. It could just be a water sign or someone who's very watery, emotional person. And the other person's coming up as Sagittarius and or Scorpio. Or it could be Divine Masculine, since it's the angel upside down. So between them, someone may have stolen tools at work, and then the other serving up truth in exchange for sex, right? So I'll give you your tools back if you have sex with me, right? And this could be a karmic too, or another person the masculine could be having an affair with at work who wants to get pregnant on purpose, that kind of thing, to keep him. So masculines, beware. STDs were coming up today too, so be aware of having sex with people, especially if you're drunk at a party, that kind of stuff as well. So new growth or sex, and then somebody wanting to just get maybe even the masculine with his karmic, you know, one last sex with them and then walking away free, like to take advantage of them one last time and then walking away free, and that can be the karmic to the masculine as well. And then them just ghosting the other person, free to take a leap to self-love and faith, taking a risk on themselves. The Queen of Wands reversed is coming up as a couple different things. It could literally be the worst case scenario, the devil incarnate, or suffering at the hand of the devil, or just a Capricorn person without options. The King of Cups reversed. Now the King of Cups reversed doesn't have to be a person, but it can be. It can just be the Queen of Wands reversed, or the devil energy, emotionally detached, or alcoholic, you know, or over emotional, okay? Or that can all just be the Queen of Wands reversed. One King of Cups comes up upright. Yeah, we had one King of Cups upright and another reverse. So I'm sorry, the earlier King of Cups that I talked about was actually upright, but the one here is reversed. Could be the same person, or they could be two separate people. The King of Cups with fire, the upright one, could be the Divine Masculine, but it could be both be him as well. But the King of Cups reversed is coming up as Scorpio, Capricorn, Libra, and or Cancer. Or just the King of Cups with a Cancer person around, or could be dealing with cancer, the disease, and the Queen of Wands reversed, Capricorn, and the Knight of Wands, Scorpio, and a Page of Cups, possibly with Libra between them. An Empress, the King of Cups reversed, who could be the son with the Page of Cups and their child, so that could be 3 generations, a grandmother, the Divine Masculine, or another man, King of Cups reversed. And then the Page of Cups child with the Queen of Wands reversed, could be Libra, Capricorn, or Devil energy, or Cancer on the warpath. So again, they don't have to be any of those signs. You know, Queen of Wands can just be a fire sign or someone who's fiery, but I wanted to bring up the energies that were coming up around them. Also, since the King of Cups reversed doesn't have to be a man, it could just be the energies of emotionally detached. It could just be 3 generations of women. Of the Empress, the Queen of Wands reversed, because she comes up in that underlying energy, and again, right there at the Chariot. It could be the Empress, which comes up with the Queen of Wands reversed often as her mother, and then a child involved here as well, with that Page of Cups coming up. So it could be 3 generations of women, or just, you know, mother, her mother, and then her child, which could be a boy as well. Or it can represent the Page of Cups, the Divine Masculine's inner child. So let's see here. But definitely the Cancer to the person doesn't have to be on the warpath. It's just the Chariot. So somebody's on the warpath, and it looks like it's the Queen of Wands because she's reversed next to the Devil, which could be, you know, that could be demonic energy. She's got the King of Cups reversed, which is emotional detachment. So no emotions, along with the Devil upright waving and the Queen of Wands reversed, you know, some of the worst energy you can get, you know, when you're doing this. And then we have the Death card upright, reversed as well on top of that. That doesn't have to be the same person, but it can be energy around that. But either which way, there's divine timing here because we have the Wheel of Fortune upright over there. All of this is fated events. And before I go into recently, I'm going to show you around to the cards, and then I'll tell you the signs and the court cards as well. All right. So we have the underlying energy, that 8 of Pentacles or crystals. Recent past is the Ace of Crystals. Foundation there is the Queen of Cups. It's hard to see her, but you can see her down there. And then the other cards, there's just the 3 there. The Queen of Cups. The Hanging Man is right there. The guidance card is like the Hierophant. The other underlying energies where you see the 3 women there, you know, it's kind of dark energy there. The underlying energy. And then the Chariot right there is the crowning energy. Chariot's reversed today. Bridging across to the near future card, which is the Adept of Flames, of the Knight of Wands, which is upright today. And then the 10 of Cups is reversed on the masculine, so there's definitely family endings going on. And then we have all the Romance Angel cards. And around him, or how he's seen, is that 8 of Wands, but that's also reversed today. Blocks he needs to clear, the 4 of Orbs, or the 4 of Swords. And then the numerology cards, with the extra ones over there on the side, the purple ones. And it ends with that 10 of Orbs, which is reversed energy today, so the worst being over, but it can still have a lingering of betrayal and suffering energy. The 3 of Cups is upright above that, the Temperance card reversed, and then the 4 of Pentacles reversed, which is also in the Sirius Starseed deck for me, the Divine Masculine's heart, and that's not usually reversed energy. So I was getting that reversed today, which means his heart's opening up, which is good. And those are the clarification cards. And then the 12 signs that I have for you guys, which I'm going to clarify. This starts with the underlying energies at the top. The bottom of the deck was the Hangman awake there. And then it starts with Aries at the Ace of Pentacles down to Pisces over to the right, the 8 of Pentacles. And then I have some more cards down here, and we'll get into that when we're done the read. We're going to clarify all that. So, all right. So now I'll have it turned this way a little bit more. So the Emperor and the Empress both were reversed today. The Empress was upright in that underlying energy that I showed you, but even there, she wasn't all positive energy. I was definitely getting some dark ringleader energy there. 2 of Cups was upright, but the Lovers reversed today. 6 of Cups reversed, and the 4 of Wands was upright. Aries was upright and reversed. Virgo upright and reversed. Gemini all reversed. Scorpio upright and reversed. Sagittarius reversed, but the Knight of Wands was upright, so there is some positive Sagittarius energy there. Libra was upright. Cancer, actually Libra was upright and reversed. Cancer was just reversed. Aquarius was just upright. Taurus upright and reversed. Capricorn upright and reversed. Leo upright and reversed. And Pisces upright and reversed. Of the aces, I'm going to only tell you the upright ones unless there's only one the other way, and then I might tell you that. But the Ace of Wands was upright, and the Ace of Swords, the other 2 reversed. The Kings were all upright except the King of Pentacles. The only Queen that was upright was the Queen of Swords. All the others were reversed. The Knight of Wands was upright, and the Knight of Pentacles. And for the pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups were upright. The 10s were all reversed except for the 10 of Wands, so still carrying the burden, or just doing hard work, physical work, which might be fine. And then the 9s, the 9 of Wands was upright, which is the Wounded Warrior, so still not giving up. And the 9 of Cups was upright, all right, so that's that emotional satisfaction. But the other 2 9s were reversed, the Knight of Swords, 9 of Swords, which is still deep suffering, and then the 9 of Pentacles, which is that the Sovereign, but it's not bad that it's reversed. That could just be powerlessness or no longer wanting to be single. So, and then the 5s, the 5 of Wands was reversed. 5 of Cups was upright. 5 of Swords reversed. The war was over. That's good. And then the 5 of Pentacles was also reversed. That's good as well. Recovering as opposed to being abandoned or destitute or feeling left out in the cold. So as we continue on to recently, let's see here. So recently, the Ace of Pentacles, but the energy's reversed today. So holding back money, possibly holding back a loan or not getting a loan, or holding back an infusion of new money or new life due to negative self-talk, or this could be literally the Empress holding back, not giving him, like it could be a mother, grandmother, in-law, whatever it is, an aunt, who could possibly help him out but is holding back and not lending him money. Or it's just his own negative self-talk, not expressing feelings, or there's a child like this who's not expressing their feelings and just in negative self-talk. Guilt and shame or risky activities of Capricorn and or devil energies, not expressing, not telling, delaying activity or physical communication or travel, possibly due to difficult kids, a negative past, or the past returning, sharing that life is on hold due to suffering, purging, stress of opening the heart, and taking a leap of faith. The King of Swords is without conflict, trying to end the battles in his life, right? Doesn't want to fight or compete anymore. No fighting, no competition. Just doesn't want conflict, or doesn't believe in the impossible dream anymore. Only the Empress and overworking, or no longer aligned with the work, or lost money, or turned down for a loan. The Empress with the control, no matter how much truth and passion he has. So he's basically saying, no matter what I want or what I feel, the Empress is the one with all the control. So that's one scenario. The foundation is the Queen of Cups reversed. Could be Aries and arrogant energy and ignoring offers of love from a Libra. The Queen of Wands reversed with possible Taurus in her chart also. Or Taurus and the Queen of Wands reversed, looking down on a Libra Queen of Cups who is sad, who's offering love that is ignored by the Divine Masculine, but actually making him happy. Or the Queen of Cups reversed is at the bar in a divorce, ignoring any offers of friendship from the masculine. Centrally, the Hanged Man is awake to synchronicities and one option standing out to them, or someone or something is radiating, or ideas for kids to be happy, or for study, or for stuff to start school now, taking kids shopping, or synchronicities exposed to the kids, or for study, or masculine wants to study or research or look at all the angles of the synchronicities, or just now stopping to look at all angles, other perspectives, instead of the one that he's used to looking at. The war is over with the Queen of Cups reversed. Coming clean without expressing feelings, though, the challenge being guidance, the Hierophant, and or Taurus, offering help or a job, even without knowing all the facts. The Queen of Swords speaking to deal with difficult emotions. The King of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded or all about money, or recently lost status in money, reaping rewards of the Divine Feminine's heart. And that can definitely be the masculine as well. It can be someone else, though. It just depends on your situation. The Queen of Swords is speaking her truth to see if the Divine Masculine will listen. And Swords, again, is, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay. So, and of course, we were talking about a lot of fire and Cups energy today. So, fire is Leo, Sag, and Aries. Cups energies are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And then Pentacles, which haven't come up as much so far, are the earth signs. And again, they don't have to be the signs, they can just have that personality. So the earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So the worst is over of bleeding out for the masculine. Connecting in 5D or his war within himself is over. 1129 came up. Justice and the Three of Wands. So for me, that's staying in the present moment. The Queen of Cups reversed is coming up as reaping rewards of being dumped, overwhelmed, without love, pushed to their emotional limits to learn about the Christ consciousness, the higher self, or a higher love. Crying, awake, and broken. Or the Queen of Cups reversed is a manipulative Queen of Wands reversed who could be conceited and on the war path. Even though the battle and the war are over, she's still at war. The King of Swords reversed, at war, stealing energy and being verbally abusive, keeping quiet about the 5D. King of Cups reversed. Is that the King of Swords? Hold on one second. I don't know if if he actually came up. Was he there? I don't have to double check that though. Hold on. Next to that. Oh, it's the, I'm sorry, it's not the King of Swords, it's the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, I knew it wasn't the King. The Knight of Swords was reversed energy here. And that can be really nasty, or it could just be holding your tongue. Silent treatment type things. But the Knight of Swords reversed at war. Stealing energy and being verbally abusive, keeping quiet about the 5D, the King of Cups reversed, over the worst, the pain and betrayal and or death, bleeding out, with the Hierophant, Taurus, or narcissistic commitment or marriage, with sudden jealousy and drama or attacks at home of the King of Pentacles reversed. So the home could be the King of Pentacles reversed home. And at home, there could be someone who's depressed, or an alcoholic family member, or with surprise performance at a gathering or reunion, or a striptease, or Marilyn Monroe popping out of the cake naked. Surprise, that could be the karmic, or it could be a surprise stripper, bachelor party, only to be dumped, or to have sex without love, or crying at a party. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. So, and it could be definitely someone coming out with something at a party as well. So now crowning the Chariot reversed, the Warpath blocked or broken, or car issues, or travel or move, or something else just canceled or not ascending. Holding back an announcement or holding your tongue, or verbally abusive, going ballistic. The Queen of Wands reversed, Devil or Capricorn, emotionally detached or alcoholic, near death, or refusing to change their player ways or addictive behaviors. May have a death wish, but actually not. Only does things to get attention. They're too conceited to actually kill themselves. Fated events of the Page of Cups, staying with grandmother, while the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed are fighting or getting help. So definitely a grandparent could be taking a child in a split or something if they're fighting a lot, or someone needs intervention as far as addictions and things like that. So there's definitely an intervention coming up here as well. So if the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed are fighting, someone's getting help or an intervention, rehab, hospitalization, a mass unit, prison actually, after refusing to get help, others forcing someone to commit, or they're getting arrested. The Knight of Wands doing something about it before it's too late, before someone dies or somebody else gets hurt. The Wounded Warrior presently rejecting help at a facility. Tight-lipped, refusing to speak, or forced to keep quiet about 5D connection with the Queen of Swords and the difficult emotions between them. The Page of Cups is vulnerable and desperate to express secret feelings, but the King of Cups reversed is emotionally detached, awake but under the radar, feeling like a failure without success or attention. At home, there is deception about stress, suffering, and silence of a father and or child, or the Divine Masculine's inner child. The King of Cups reversed, Hierophant, Taurus, and Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, or Pisces too, is coming up here. But there's a Leo partner or just a partner with an ego at home, a Taurus, Scorpio, or jealous, someone jealous at home, with the King of Pentacles reversed, someone with drinking and or depression or other issues, never knowing what they're going to find when they get home. They could be drunk, they could be naked, or crying, always a surprise, or a party, or a social gathering, or sudden sex. And that's at 11:59, again the 11th hour, trying to get the masculine back before they're lost altogether. But there's never love involved here. Again, it's always just about this person getting their way. They obviously have addiction issues, but they don't want the masculine for love. They want them just to let them do whatever they want and give them sex whenever they want it. But it's just all about attention or all business. So it's really about the attention and the money. This is just the energy that's coming up here. So it doesn't have to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't fit your situation, it's not for you. So soon for the masculine is the Knight of Flames. Getting busy, errands, activities, as the Hermit or Virgo sheds light on opening heart to be free and take a leap of faith with a loyal friend, perhaps. Stuck, blocked in chaos, or cars broken down, a trip or move canceled, or just with kids before they go back to another parent, or if it's a grown child until they go home, or sailing or boating or living in a car or living in a houseboat, or went to a party or trip or vacation and now are back and have to get kids ready for school. Virgo, Aries, and Cancer broken. So the Virgo and Aries are not, they're upright, but the Cancer's coming up as broken, trying to find peace while others are free to roam. Family cycles are all over. We've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed and the 10 of Cups, both reversed. The Knight of Wands, rescue required, as jealous or insincere fallen angel losing their temper with unhappy family or kids going back and forth between Cancer and Virgo or Aries energies, or a blocked King of Pentacles reversed, and Hermit Fool who is free from family. The Divine Masculine is coming up as seeing himself as the 10 of Cups reversed, a very unhappy family, or just him emotionally unfulfilled. The top dog and 2 supported partially by 3 others. Recovering from exile, released from prison, anxiety, and resting in quiet, or praying or meditating. Dysfunctional family, or family with a big loss of money, or something practical, are jealous and insincere, or refusing to offer any love. Or vice versa, the masculine to the family. There's no love between them there. It is safe to love, and then flirt also comes up, getting to know each other, retreat, keep an open mind, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Ending all family cycles to recover in the 5D to be free. Around the Divine Masculine are how he's seen, not expressing, holding back feelings of connection, of soulmate, but face-to-face time, letting go to repair, defenseless to the energies, no longer with the will to fight. Clear blocks of the 4 of Swords, masculines, the 5D connection, that you think it's without affection, or that there's sexual frustration there with the King of Pentacles reversed, that all the Divine Feminine wants to do is meditate with no affection, which is not the case at all, or that all he wants to do is have sex or take a ride to 8-8, for the union energies, to know what it's like. So the masculine needs to clear any blocks about his expectations of the feminine, because that's what he's used to, no love, whereas the feminine is very loving, and the feminine needs to clear blocks in return about not expecting that the masculine just wants to use her, or just find out what it's like, to be with his twin and then ghost her again. The Knight of Wands rescue is just about sex and nothing more. A player, insincere, no offer of love, only impatience and aggression there. All right, so that can definitely be a karmic energy as well. Or the masculine coming back, like I said, with wants to have sex one more time and then ghost the karmic. Or it could be someone else, or it could be the karmic doing this as well. There's pride for the masculine, but even more so, abundance and communication. The karmic partnership dumped after sudden surprise reunion, drinking, where someone bared all, or stripped, or had sex at a work party or function, or went to a gentleman's club and had sex with a lap dancer, or karmic has been stripping on the side. Or bachelor or bachelorette party, where someone had sex, betrayal, huge painful ending, and a reversal of fate. The past returns, or truth about the past, or kids up to no good, that truth was handed to the emperor reversed, who's out of control or abusing his power, or an ego death, or someone who died in the war, or had PTSD issues, or still does, but they were from the past, or a sudden surprise reunion with an abuser from the past, someone's childhood abuser. The past of someone's kids, it also could be that the past or someone's kids actually lets someone have it with the truth, right? So if they know about any abuse, they're letting this emperor reverse really have it. And that could be someone coming back from the past catching up with him, or literally someone's children defending them to this emperor reversed. Some inequity, a scam, or drinking and depression Due to the Emperor reversed, the patriarch of an unhappy family with a history of womanizing, cheating, a fallen angel perhaps, could you be a Sagittarius reversed, a player offering playboy sex to whisk you away, but no love involved, right? So the player type of mentality. So this could be a father, grandfather, uncle of a masculine that he never wanted to be like, but could have ended up being like that. Or children with issues, or children with issues now confronting a father and or a grandfather or uncle who may have molested them when they were children or just messed them up due to cheating on their mother. Or all this comes out about a war hero who could be dead or still alive, and that could just be general news. Big work or relationship betrayal involving alcohol and sex. Wedding or bachelor or bachelorette party, like I said, coming clean about juggling two people or juggling whatever and keeping a secret, holding their tongue or holding back an announcement about a scam, gossip, socialites, a coven, impatience, imbalance, or a chemical imbalance, and letting go of the bat cave to fix and repair or make amends, coming from his heart this time. The divine masculine, his heart is now opening. Holding back money, energy, and time, the Empress reversed, possibly with a big head, or just drained and ill and awakened, or with an idea on how to recover money they lost, feeling a failure, or bad news, or in need of attention and under the radar. After the war, everyone with PTSD, the King of Wands with secret passion is out, powerless, dependent, and weak, or in need of the courage to confront the situation, or someone not using their intuition and taken for a lot of money, and then that crushing their ego. And that could be the Empress reverse too, could be the one who lost all the money and may have then been stripping on the side to make back money. You know, it could be something like that as well. Or just someone embarrassed about a secret passion through work, whether it's the divine masculine or someone else, denying her and rendering her powerless and weak, or just no longer wanting to be single and alone, co-creating and sharing with others in a twist of fate, a downturn and or retrogrades. Now the worst is over, allowing the swords to fall out and come full circle, complete. Floating in a pool, possibly in bliss, or the sealed divine feminine with a message of love, or a child's offer of love, or divine masculine's inner child suddenly appears. The Page of Cups, still vulnerable and young, emotionally tender, but unconditional. And that can be the energy of Jesus coming through as well. Grief, suffering, and scams, risky behavior, not working, or the Empress overworking or not working, or trying to hold back a new life by not working, or that's not working. Coming into alignment, the Queen of Cups reversed ends a family cycle, not expressing their feelings and holding back money, time, or energy from or in an awakening with the Hanged Man, who either has ideas or holding back the ideas from one who has a big head or is conceited. The masculine challenged by commitment issues, contract, marriage, establishment, tradition, right? So conflicted by all of these things or challenged by these things, one way or the other. Either they're commitment phobe or they are, so severely committed, right? Even if it hurts them. So, hurting themselves. So either way, the challenge being commitment, contracts, marriage, establishment, traditions, God, Taurus, or even guidance or getting guidance. Some guys don't like to go to see marriage counselors, that kind of thing. But those are the challenges for the masculine. And I'm losing my voice because he's not speaking up, he's not speaking his truth. To rush in or get busy in the 5D, or the much needed rest for him, very broken after the war with PTSD, bleeding out with great pain, betrayal, or just back pain and coming together, or a group with impatience, half-truths and scams coming out, verbal abuse, wanting to repair, or in need of a cardiac cath, or someone who had a heart attack, and that's at 101. So that's magician and magician. As we turn the page at 102, or the past catches up to that Emperor reversed, like I said, and the Empress reversed. They're not standing side by side here, but they are not far apart. And they're both reversed. One could be past as well. All right, so it could be one who actually wants to die because they want to be with their partner. But great pain of an awakening and impatience of coming together. The Divine Masculine's heart being closed before, or an emperor with health issues who wants to be with his wife, or a great love who already passed, or vice versa. Unhappy with work, and the Empress holding back loan, time, or energy. The Queen of Cups reversed, awake with ideas, and stuck or broken, or the Queen of Cups reversed, conceited or manipulative on the warpath, or stuck without a car, or a move or trip that's been canceled, or just coming back from any vacations or things like that. The challenge being commitments, family ending, or being very unhappy, moving or getting busy, or doing something about it, the unhappiness, to end pain and betrayal and suffering once and for all, holding back feelings that need expression in secret, quiet 5D. But now the worst is over, using sex to relieve pain, but no love. Coming clean at party, gathering, or with group at work, a fallen angel, without patience, lost their temper and opened his heart. Became new again, reborn, rebirth. Could be the Divine Masculine also seeing the Divine Feminine as reborn as well, from dark night of the soul. Healing in dreams of commitment to God, to Creator, to higher self. Humbled in coming together to end a family situation or his own lack of emotional fulfillment, or heal emotional unhappiness with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, healing and forgiving an announcement that happened at a party when someone was drunk perhaps. A wake-up call, or that a divorce is now finalized. Success over family, establishment, or patriarchy or church over the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Sadness, loss, and guilt over healing. Partying over the call to action or God's work. So that was coming up as a sidebar, like what the masculine was doing or the karmic was doing, right? Always taking the less important things as being more important than the love. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the 12 signs to get through that. I'm going to pick up the mini deck first before I do that. So just give me a second to get all the mini deck cards and then we'll get right into that. We have, as the underlying energy, the top or the bottom card of the deck was the Hangman, awake. The card underneath that was the World, reversed. And then the Ace of Cups upright, and then the Five of Cups upright. So the grieving card, or that not letting go of the past, you know, to go forward to the new. That third baton, not letting go of that third baton to finish off the fourth leg of the race. So those are the underlying energies at the top. So fire is that Hangman. Earth is the World reversed. And that can just represent another world, or it can just be near completion but not quite finished, or someone who feels like their world is upside down. So it could be a couple different energies. All right, I think I got all my mini deck cards. So now I'm going to pull you over a little bit so you can see the 12 card read better. Let's get down a little bit there. Sorry, my legs are in the way, but okay. I'm sorry if you can see my bills. There's nothing interesting. I think they're mailings for charities and things like that. Okay. So take a deep breath, guys. There's definitely some chest stress today. I was definitely feeling it this morning. And I'm still feeling it now. There's, you know, it could be coming in from the masculines. But take a deep breath. I always put my finger, my yod down, and I can't find it. All right, so again, these are the underlying energies up here. This was the bottom of the deck, and these were the cards underneath it leading up to the Devil card here. Okay, and then we have Aries here, going across all the way to Pisces here. So fire, earth, air, and water in the columns. So we're going to go through all of them. We're first going to start with Aries and why Aries is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I don't know if you can see it. All right, so, okay, Ace of Pentacles reversed for Aries. And why is that so with the Hangman awake above it? Move this up a little bit. See if I can get over there more. Okay. Okay, so Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Why is Aries the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Aries. It's kind of messy. Aries. Okay, that came up the, is there something else in there? I don't know if another one was turned around there. No. All right, so the card that popped out is the High Priestess, but also we have the Judgment card here, so that's some very powerful energy, so that's very positive. So that could just be pending a new start, for sure. We have Intuition, being quiet and secretive, could be actually a High Priestess energy, and also the Judgment card, which can be that final judgment that came out, so somebody's waiting for that to start a new life, and it's coming in now. There's an awakening, someone's fully awakened or has a new idea or is ready to go, or it could be somebody who's conceited as well, but it's not coming up as that energy here for Aries anyway. So their new life might be getting ready to roll. Could be hearing announcements just in general, hearing that call to action. And again, like I said, any judgments coming from the court system as well. But we also have the Intuition. The Viking Princess can come up as well there. Someone who's just very spiritual. And the Red Cross comes up there too. So I was bringing up charities, so Red Cross might need help. All right, so there we go. So as I said that, there we got your Red Cross there with the red heart. And coming up for, I'm actually going to put it back because that was coming up as a general thing for the Red Cross, which was coming up in Aries. But this could be healing and forgiving and leading the way, getting attention, success, okay? This could be the Red Cross, like, right, and need to help others, help heal others. So let's go to Leo here with the Moon. Why is the Moon there for Leo? Which is Cancer energy. Also, we have Aquarius and Pisces energy there on Aries. With Leo, we have Cancer. Why? All right, we're still in that full moon energy. That's like a big bulk of cards. I can't use that. The moon. So Cancer, but we also have the dogs out there, and that can represent Metatron and Michael as well. All right, so this is coming up for Leo. This wants to come out as well. This is holding back. It could be delayed communications or travel, but also just holding back expression of feelings, holding back any heated exchange or, arrows of love, holding back, not showing your feelings. But it's amidst this 3 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles on the moon, the full moon energy. So that can represent the full moon energies that we're still in, but also can represent the nighttime or the false light. And then we have the awakened person up top. So I'm not getting it's a big head energy. It's more about sharing at the workplace in a noble way and not expressing too much, right? Because when you're at work, you're more professional. You don't express all your feelings. But maybe some more, it's not about thoughts either. It's not about telling long stories, but you do need to express your feelings. You need to be in your truth. So you shouldn't be holding back feelings. However, you do need to temper yourself from saying too many thoughts, right? Keeping the story short, but being clear on your feelings. Here, someone's holding back their feelings. They may feel really under stress because of the full moon energies, right? Why we have some heart stress right now. Or it could be holding back heart issues, actually, I'm getting now, right? Somebody could have cancer also and going in for a cancer check, so they're holding back their feelings because they're kind of holding their breath for the result. All right, someone going in for radiation treatment as well, I'm getting for Leo. These are coming out, but I'm not going to put them out. I'm going to put them back in the deck. So somebody could be going through a painful ending. This could be also just pain, back pain. To be free. Someone's hoping that they have a clean screening for cancer or heart issues, so that they can drop all their burdens, okay? Or possibly so they can be free to make a confession, right? Maybe if they're disease-free, now they can come out and express themselves because they're not worried that they're going to die on someone, okay? And then we have that's the sexual frustration or creative frustration or just holding back on purpose. Maybe someone had to not have sex because they were having heart issues or cancer issues, whatever the case may be. That's coming up for Leo. It doesn't have to be about illness. It can just be about holding back feelings and giving to others at work, but feeling the stress of the full moon energies. So, you know, when you go, especially in a hospital, it's always crazy at the full moon, right? Because that's when everyone gets hurt or, you know, people get more violent, so there's a lot more people who get injured. All right, and as I'm just shuffling, I was still paying attention to Leo, so I'm going to put this back as well. But okay, we're getting more Leo energy coming up. Queen of Pentacles reversed, grieving. Okay, so there could be some grief. And this again can have to do with chemo or radiation coming up like this. And this could just be someone ungrounded because they just had chemo or radiation. They may just feel sad during that cycle because it's very hard on you. Or someone's grieving because of exposure, whether it's radiation exposure or just literally they are exposed. They are exposed. So all their information's exposed. That could knock them for a loop and make them feel sad or be grieving or be regretful. We're going to go to Sagittarius now here. With the Five of Pentacles, right? So that's abandonment issues, destitution issues, feeling left out in the cold, hurt, abandoned, and exile. All right, so this is for Sagittarius. We have the work card, and this just could be working with your hands, being creative, aligning. This could be also aligning with the streetcar named Desire. Okay, or just getting your ducks in a row. And this has to do with sneaky behavior, half-truths, or coming clean. But it looks like he's trying to get away with something, right? Because he's leaving this situation. So someone was doing something sneaky or illegal or immoral at the workplace or church or a place of co-creation, and somebody got kicked out of an organization or a church for underhanded behavior or sexual behavior. All right? And it doesn't mean it's true about them, but it could be. This is reversed. So this could be because they came clean. Even in a confession, someone might have confessed something in a church and then got kicked out of the church because of what they confessed. And that doesn't mean that they did it. That can just be some sneakiness or half-truths or coming clean about something that they did do. But either way, someone got exiled or left out or is now destitute because they lost a lot of money because of it. Kicked out of a group at work or church or family or any kind of place of co-creation. Or that the person working had to fire people for stealing or cheating or lying, okay? So there's some kind of energy there around Sagittarius. All right, and also with the Hangman is coming up right now for Sagittarius. So this is about someone needing to hang out and think about what they've done. This could be a kid who got in trouble as well with their mother, right? They're grounded because they have to see new perspectives on what they did and why they were wrong. So it could definitely be, and this could be a masculine and his mother as well. And it doesn't have to be mother and child, but I was definitely getting that, right? Because they're punished. Or this is somebody who got kicked out of a home or their family and had to go stay with their mom. Or stay with somebody else they know, who could just be a friend, a grandmother, older woman, an aunt, or someone who's pregnant. Or someone who's pregnant is just hanging out because they're very pregnant, right? They can't move around a lot. This could be someone with a big head, though. This is the big head, where the big head comes in. That's why it's reversed, too, because they fell over. Their head is so big. So this could be the person. Also, the Empress could be the person who kicked someone out. Or she could have been kicked out for her big head ways, like thinking that she's the end-all be-all. But she could definitely be the boss who kicked other people out. Or if she got fired, she's pregnant, and she's probably going to she probably did it on purpose so that she could then sue people who fired her because she's pregnant, something like that. So all sorts of weird situations there for Sag. These are coming out as well, so there could be sex or affection or lover situation. There's no wands here, so I'm not really getting sex. This just could be affection. This could be a, just an affair of the heart also could have come out at work. This is about no longer settling in love, wanting to start over again, right? Someone hanging out, starting over, no longer settling for the love or affection that they want. And then the Queen of Wands is coming up reversed. And again, they often come up as the mother and the daughter. All right, so she's pissed or just tired, either of the affection that she has or of always being the affectionate one. It could be in a relationship with the mother or in her own relationship that she left and is now hanging out with the mother or friend or aunt or grandmother, whatever it is. All right, so that was for Sagittarius. I'm going to try not to put too many cards out because I want you to be able to see the underlying cards. All right, so now we have Earth signs. The world is reversed. For Taurus, we have the Page of Wands reversed. Why? Why is Taurus with Page of Wands reversed? And the world upside down there. All right, so this is very Taurus energy coming up. So this was came up with Leo as well, I believe, right? Yeah, that came up on Leo. So for Taurus, this is an end of a family, which came up in the read because the Ten of Cups was reversed. Someone grieving the end of a family or emotional unfulfillment, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this definitely can be a Taurus who lost their family, or is just very ungrounded and unhappy. They could have depression issues as well. With this could be, that could represent their energy as being very childlike, or it could literally be their child. Maybe in a split, they lost custody of the Page of Wands, or that the Page of Wands child is having depression issues, very emotionally unsatisfied, but the mother is very ungrounded about it. But we also have this, so that could definitely be children involved, right? Someone who's usually very happy is not, or this could be an exposure of the Queen of Pentacles, which came up on Leo, I think. Exposure of whatever she did or caused this breakup of the end of a family or whatever. That could be sadness and grief, but it also can be guilt and regret for something that she did. So the Page of Wands reverse can be someone who's frustrated or uninspired or throwing temper tantrums. So like I said, that could represent her, or it can represent a child, or it can represent a man who's acting like a kid and throwing temper tantrums, or just very uninspired. But there's definitely Leo energy coming up here, and since the Queen of Pentacles reverse came up in Leo, that Page of Wands reverse could definitely be Leo energy, okay? But this is also very happy energy. So somebody's happy in this situation. It doesn't look like Taurus is happy, though. Leo could be happy. All right. And there's more kids coming out. Okay, so it could be more than one kid. This child is very happy emotionally, and this kid could be the Ten of Cups reversed. Right? So the Leo or this good student is very satisfied. And this could be another person too, who's very happy on their own. With this Leo child who has Earth in their chart. That could be like, so a split where two children got split up into either home. All right, see if there's any other children come up. Yeah, there's a third. If you pull out a couple more cards, there's even another kid. This could also have to do with a teacher or anyone who deals with a lot of kids for work. Okay, because then we have a Knight coming up after that. There's a lot of kids. Could be a teacher's assistant as well. So between Taurus, Leo, and we have Pisces here, and Sagittarius. Could be also coming together on vacation with you're there with your siblings and their kids. There's a lot of kids around. Could be an ending, could be a divine feminine there with their kids coming together with their masculine and their kids. That's definitely, look, Could definitely be the masculine over here coming together with the feminine kids over here. That's really beautiful, actually. But this is the other side of the equation of Taurus, okay? Because the Taurus doesn't look happy. A lot of kids. But then again, it could be, like I said, it could be kids in class at school, kids in after-school activities. It could be disabled children, like someone might have to take their child to a facility because they can't handle them anymore. So they may be very sad about it, which is very expected. Then we have Virgo as the Chariot card. Why? So there's Cancer again. We have Cancer and Leo and Virgo. So there could be connections there for sure. So here we have the Fool and the Ten of Wands reversed, which is great energy. It's about taking that leap, being free with an open heart, dropping your burdens, and confessing everything so that you are free. This is very bold energy going forward. We have the World reversed up top, so they may not... for Taurus, obviously, they feel incomplete because whatever loss they've gone through. Virgo may be ready to go around the world. Or maybe just travel. Somewhere doesn't have to be the whole world, but just going out of the country for travel. Maybe thinking about doing that to be free, right? Because they're free with no obligations. Or wanting to complete a cycle. Or feeling like they're in another world floating, right? Floating in the 5D in bliss. That's definitely, it's very powerful energy there. Chariot can be of ascension, so rising and going powerfully forward to move or to travel or to just feel free, right? To just walk around, even just taking a walk around the neighborhood and feeling free. Because that world up there too can be going back to the old neighborhood and taking a walk around, or any neighborhood really. But marching to the beat of our own drum, but in another kind of world, the 5D. Also, the Ace of Wands is coming up reverse, which has to do with holding back the third energy, but learning to control, right, their third energy. But could be frustration as well, creative frustration, but they're not looking frustrated there. It's like coming up with another wand, like, what do they care with another wand? They just dumped 10, they can handle this, right? This is coming up if more anxiety or frustration comes up, they know how to handle it by rising above, okay? It's like no longer the prisoner of the 5D or the third energy, the sexual energy. And then the 10 of Pentacles is coming up as well, upright. So some very positive energy there for Virgo. I don't want to pull. I'm going to leave the Ace of Swords out there just because that's third energy. Then we're going to go to Capricorn, which is that 9 of Wands reversed. Take a deep breath. And we have the Devil exposed down here too for Capricorn, right below there. And some of the cards under here. For fire signs, we have healing and forgiving, and like this is after the fact of the sudden trauma or war, like dealing with the after effects of the war, the PTSD issues, which is definitely coming up, and the dark side of things, right? Because we have the Tower and the Devil there. So Capricorn's coming up here. Definitely some young energy there with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and then the Two of Wands reversed. This is about surrendering or giving up, and they can have two very different meanings. But I'm getting very positive energy there with the kids or the adults who are feeling like kids because they're surrendering, or they could be playing like cowboys and Indians, like saying, I give up. That's pretty funny. There's connection to Leo because the moon's coming up, and Cancer. Cancer is the Queen of Swords up there. So Capricorn's definitely connected to Leo. And the Page of Cups was coming up with all the kids around the Taurus energy too. But it didn't seem like they were at the Taurus location. That was the other person who they split up from in this family dissolving. So Capricorn maybe just can't fight anymore. So without option could be just giving up and hanging out with kids, right? Or surrendering. And this could be coming without option, the masculine coming into the feminine, or they could be vice versa, the other way around, to go play together, right? Keep it light. Or like I said, it could just be kids. And they look like they're working towards Sagittarius. So it looks like they're giving up without option to go help Sagittarius out, who's been exiled. So Capricorn helping out Sagittarius. And they could be the same person as well. Okay, but we have the 9th, someone's suffering, and that has to do with Leo too. And this could be where the Capricorn is the adult of these two kids. And so since this person, the Capricorn adult, needs some alone time because they're just really weak and surrendered or giving up or very frustrated with the sexual third energy, don't know what to do with it. While they are dealing with that without option, the two kids are going over to Sagittarius to help them out. And maybe Capricorn's going over to Leo's to hang out because they're both suffering. So they could be twin friends, or they could be a masculine and feminine coming out together just to hang out and make each other feel better. Okay, so here we have the wounded warrior coming up reversed as well, again, for Capricorn. So I'm going to keep that back in since that's already there. So then we have down here the Queen of Pentacles. And for Capricorn, I'm just keeping it in the neighborhood, right? Keeping it low-key, small, not going out anywhere, right? The Capricorn just wants to stay in. They're dealing with issues. But the kids are okay. They're going out and playing. At night, it looks like at nighttime mostly with these full moon energies, they're struggling, whoever the Capricorn is. And this could be any of the 3 earth signs coming into being more grounded, right? Hearing their call to action and meditating or going outside to take a walk to get more grounded, taking a walk around the neighborhood to help themselves. All right, so now we have, and again, Capricorn was dealing with the devil upright. So dealing with codependencies, addiction issues. They could also be going into rehab, that kind of thing. Or maybe they're there and the kids came to visit and walked around the facility with them to get to know it. Okay, and this is energy that's coming out again too. So just the past returning, or the kids up to no good at the facility where you're staying. That kind of stuff. Being mischievous, but fine, you know, being kids. Then we have the air signs with the Ace of Cups up the top. It looks like the air sign Ace of Cups is offering it to the earth signs. So let's see with Gemini, why Gemini is the Queen of Cups. And that's very positive. She's upright. So Gemini has the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords reversed. So there's definitely a couple here. Offering love. So the Queen of Cups may be the Queen of Swords offering love to the King of Swords reversed. Like both in their heart and their swords energy. Or maybe she's in her heart energy, but he's mostly in his swords. He's not in his truth yet. Or he's just still in some negative self-talk. And this has to do with a message or spreading the word, news. Could be a child who likes to talk. That could be part of this family. The Queen of Cups could feel like an outsider in her own family. But she is offering them love anyway. They could be very detached because they're all coming up as swords, right? Not loving. They just might not be a very huggy family. They could be intellectuals or just people who like to talk. Or the father can be very negative. Could have had issues before, but they're making an effort to love each other, which is good. Or with the family and the Queen of Cups not really feeling like dealing with the sword family, maybe offering love to the Taurus, who will get the love that they're offering, or just any of the earth signs with the Ace of Cups at the top there. These are also coming up. I'm going to put them back, but just to show you. So coming together with friends, or maybe a party, or just any kind of coming together with your twin to heal and to shine their light, to have their dreams come true. This could definitely be a union. Can be reunion with family as well, though. I was just getting two that, oh, there we have divine timing too. So Gemini had this the other day too. It kind of keeps going back and forth. So Gemini could be staying with their family or at a place where family come to visit. But they've definitely had some union energy kind of going back and forth, but today it's coming up for them again. This is really powerful energy here, right? Divine timing, getting your dreams come true, shining your light, stardom, coming together. This could be like achieving star status too in the work that you do. But it's more, there's no pentacles here, so it's much more of an emotional status. So it could be a union, and it could be family and union together, all coming together to meet the family. All right, and then the King of Cups is coming up reversed too. So the masculine energies are reversed, but the feminines are upright. Swords and cups. Feminine's upright, masculine's reversed. But the child or the news or the message is good. And it's all upright for the feminines anyway. Keeping the masculines under control. You know how family get-togethers, the masculines are always like kind of disconnected? That's what it's reminding me of. But I'm also seeing that the Queen of Cups wants to potentially, if they have a kid visiting or their own kid or niece or nephew that's over, they want to get them together with this child to make them feel better, of the Taurus. And that could be a Leo child. All right, now we have Libra energies, the King of Pentacles reversed with the Ace of Cups at the top. So he could just be ungrounded, or he could have lost money and status, or it could be someone who's all about money. Okay, well, this is very interesting. Okay, so we have Lover, Queen of Wands reversed, and the Devil. All right, so this is coming up with the Capricorn energy, the Gemini energy, and then fire. Boy, is that heavy. We got Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles reversed. They're both reversed with codependency and addiction issues, and the Lovers. So they definitely could be, they don't have to be married, but they could be a relationship, but it's definite codependency of a not nice way, right? There's some definite heavy addictions there between money and sex, and a bad childhood, maybe for both of them, had a very bad experience in their childhood or past life, or with the past returning now is bringing back their childhood that they have to deal with and their own codependency issues within this relationship, whether they're still together or broken up. It also could be, doesn't have to be a relationship of a sexual nature. It can just be affection between them with a father and daughter or brother and sister. But either which way, you know, it could be friends too, who have affection for each other. But it's a very codependent relationship they need to detach from. And it may connect to this child as well with Gemini. So the child could be a Gemini who likes to talk, and the Gemini child might have talked about their family issues, right? So now they have no choice but to address their codependencies and addictions. Or it could just be any kind of message or word out, or someone wanting to get to the truth, someone playing Little League as well. That child can be between Gemini and Libra. Could be someone playing any kind of ball. Oh, it could be the kid that I got yesterday, the day before, who wanted independence from their family if they're underage. Someone declaring independence from their family. So it could be from that Gemini family. But they could be connected to Libra as well, or coming to stay with Libra, or it's their kid staying with Gemini because they don't want to live with them anymore. And it looks like they don't want to live with Libra because that situation looks a whole lot worse than the Gemini situation. All right, so these are the cards coming out. And again, this came up in the read. Children or the past catching up with the Emperor reversed. So again, this is definitely an abuser. So whether it's a father, grandfather, uncle, boss, church leader, whatever it is, someone who abused their power and the truth came out about it, about the past or past childhood, or it could be this person's childhood as well, coming back to bite them, the truth coming out, or their own children or grandchildren or somebody else's kids confronting them with the truth, because the other person who was affected or abused is afraid to confront them, so it's bringing it out in the open. This is for Libra, so this is really good in the end. It may not feel good at the moment, but I'm actually going to leave these out here because that's important. All right, so definitely see this, this Emperor, whether it's the Queen of Wands or the King of Pentacles, and they could be siblings as well, because we have the two here. So they could be sister and brother who had a father who was abusive, whether it's sex or something else. Could just be, you know, really bad temper, could have hit them and abused them or cheated on their mother. But we're getting the Lover's card. So there's definitely sexual abuse coming up here. All right, child abuse here, sex. The Queen of Wands could also be an abuser now. She's the only wand coming up. So she could actually continue the abuse, and that could be the what's it called? The Munchausen's. Again, could come up as this Queen of Wands reversed because they just want attention, so they hurt themselves or they hurt their children. So that could come up with sexual abuse as well, although it doesn't have to be that she is a sexual abuser. She could have been abused as a child as well, but she could be passing on the same abuse because she's next to the Devil, the Lovers, and attached to the children. So I'm hoping not. But the Emperor could be her father. But again, the King of Pentacles could be a brother or even a friend or their partner or husband, whatever it is. Okay, but there's definitely issues there that are coming out. Somebody's coming in also to help with any information they don't know or understand for clarity. Someone wants to help gain clarity on the situation, to reap rewards of what they have, what's left. Someone coming to their aid. Someone wants to help. This could be any kind of counsel. A friend or a literal counselor coming in to help, or just a loyal servant. Maybe someone who's lived in the house, someone like a house cleaner or a nanny, or a grandmother who's always been there, may be able to shed light on the situation because they were there all the time when they were growing up. So it could be someone at their childhood home as well, right? So a cleaning lady even, right? All right, so that's coming up, Libra. Let's go to... with Libra, there's the Ace of Cups at the top. So this is huge. This is a big offer of love or learning self-love, spiritual love. Really big healing here in Libra, okay? So then we have Aquarius is the Two of Wands. All right, so this is Aquarius. So Aquarius is choosing a path. And love is at the top. Self-love, spiritual love, offering a new love. Pathway to a divine feminine in another world, or offering love to the neighborhood or to the world. So they're choosing a path, and they have divine timing, right? They have a fated event. They have the King of Cups reversed, which can be someone who's emotionally detached or with alcohol issues or other, right? They could be manipulative. And then we have an offering of a new life or money. But this is someone reversed. Like, I don't know if you want to receive this offer of a new life. They may be offering money, a payoff. You need to choose, though. This is Aquarius, where you need to discern and decide, you know, this is like a test, or is this the real thing? Is this person ready for me to be together with them? Or are you going to accept money from them when that's not what you want, that you want love? So it's basically testing your discernment, your ability to love yourself first. And that doesn't mean that you can't accept that. It could be just someone who's like really emotional because they're so happy to come and offer you this. The King of Cups could be just crying tears of joy. So it depends on your situation. But Aquarius definitely has some really positive energy being offered to them. Someone could be offering a new life for love, or money for love. And do you really want to exchange it in that way? Or this card really can be all encompassing, because that's in the traditional tarot, it's about complete contentment. So it doesn't have to be just money. This can be like everything for love in return. They just want love. This could be a masculine saying, I just want love. It's making me cry because the King of Wands is reversed, right? Maybe he never had love in his life, doesn't know what it is. And he's just so happy to offer a new life to his divine feminine, to receive love. And that could be Libra and or Sagittarius energy. But there's Libras coming up reverse, so maybe more Sagittarius energy. There's injustice here, or imbalance for the angel, or someone who's patient. Someone's being very patient with injustice. So that could have to do with the Aquarius. Whether they're giving or receiving, the Aquarius is choosing the path. They need to choose. So the offer might be to the Aquarius, but it could all be the other way around too. So it's definitely Libra energies, because we have the wheel here too. There's water energies, Aquarius, Libra, and Sagittarius. I'll leave those out here too. Then we have, we're going to go into the water signs. For air signs down here, we have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands, excuse me. So it's definitely about home or union or celebration, a wedding, any kind of big family party. Could be coming up here with an offer of love. Could definitely be some kind of reunion or wedding. Someone could be asking someone to marry them. And then here is standing up for yourself, right? Fending off all others, right? Do you vow to fend off all others to marry me? But are you also standing up for yourself first and not being defensive and reactive? Okay, we have healing and forgiveness here. And that was coming up for the Red Cross again as well. I'm getting that this is like with rain and floods and everything, that Red Cross needs assistance with repairs that had to do with flooding or tidal waves, something like that. I don't listen to the news, so I don't know if anything came up about that. But this is all physical energy. It's about helping to rebuild homes in a flood zone, maybe. Okay, that's for air signs, which could be very cathartic too, to do that kind of work, right? To heal yourself. And then we have the water signs, which are topped by the Five of Cups, which is the grieving card, but it's all about loss and sadness, but it's also about regret, guilt, and shame, and codependencies of not letting go of the past to go forward to the new, or grieving so much about what you lost that the things you fought for in the first place, the two behind them, you're not even paying any attention to. So it could be kids you fought for, but you're so depressed that you're not even paying any attention to the things you fought so hard for, right? The things that are important. So that's for all the water signs. We're going to start with the Queen of Swords, Cancer. Why? All right, so here, this is coming up to offer help to Libra. So this is Cancer energy. So Libra could also have Cancer energy in them, or this person can have Cancer energy. This is someone coming to help a prisoner, or someone who's just, with anxiety issues, trapped in their own mind. It could be Cancer, could be just, could be divine feminines speaking their truth, whether it's on YouTube or somewhere else, anything. Could be a divine feminine is definitely coming to offer help, to help other people escape from their own mental prisons or real prison and rise above. Oh, I gotta plug in before we lose power. Whoops. And not react, so we do it calmly. Okay. Sorry about that. So Cancer is also about rising above, but they may not be getting enough sleep in these full moon energies. But helping others to rise above as well. There's definitely just help there, the loyal servant. While helping others or working, someone may feel like their work is a prison, right? But it could be also helping others see that. Don't do work that makes you feel like you're in a prison, to rise above. And get your rest if you're not getting enough sleep. But there's a lot of grief involved with the water signs, right? Grief, loss, guilt, shame, regret, not letting go of the third baton to run that fourth leg of the race. Maybe you don't want to run that fourth leg. Maybe you want to start over and do something different, which is okay. Don't feel sad about it, Grieve and then rise above and go forward, just one step at a time. Take yourself out of the mental prison. That's the biggest, hardest step in the grieving process, right? Is letting go of the anxiety, surrendering. Surrendering to your own pain. surrendering to the universe and not fighting, not resisting, accepting, allowing. So it's about speaking on that. For any Queen of Swords, could be any feminine who's speaking their truth about their sorrows to help others. You know, for charity, since the Red Cross is coming up, you know, to pick a cause that's close to your heart, so it's natural, so you don't have to make it up. You know, it's always true to who you are. This is also coming up for Cancer. Is the Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, which for me in the Sirius Starseed deck is that divine feminine's heart. So again, it's reiterating to only give to charities that really, truly come from your heart without knowing all the facts, because you already know it's part of who you are, right? You know without knowing how the others feel. All right, so that's important too. All right, let's go into Scorpio. Has the Ten of Cups upright. So that's very positive for Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio also going through some grief. Even though the Ten of Cups is upright, they're finding emotional fulfillment within the family. They may be grieving privately. Okay, they may have a great family who's supportive, but they may be alone. They may live alone, apart from the family, and just struggling a bit, or having trouble letting go of the family. This is feeling defenseless to the energies, but learning to not care so much anymore, right? Feeling attacked. But all that energy exposed, maybe someone got too much sun, or too much of their personal information exposed. This can be student energy, an opportunity, invitation to learn or research about the gold coin, or just seeing different angles of a situation or an energy. This is very childlike energy. So it's very... A child is very free and open to explore. They're not afraid to show them their whole selves. And my son's a Scorpio. This is totally him. You know, they don't care about their flaws. They just, you know, they could care less what anyone thinks, what they look like. They're just themselves naturally. It's kind of like the Forrest Gump energy here. They do what they love naturally. But they can succumb to these energies that are coming into the earth now too, to feel stressed. And it can make them feel sad because the energies are so harsh coming in. Or just people, you know, even though they are always themselves, sometimes it's hard when you're attacked by other people, you know, when you're ganged up on. And this has to do with bullying. So bullying's coming up for Scorpio as well. Someone who's got a great family and a really good emotional source, but has experienced bullying at school and within the work situation as well, finding their sovereignty. This is great, because this is Scorpio who has found their happiness within. It's making me want to cry, and I don't know if it's for my son or not, but I'm not feeling like it's from me. I'm feeling it's source energy coming through. That's really beautiful. Let's see, is there any connections there? So the Divine Masculine was getting the Ten of Cups reversed as how he sees himself, but this is really good for Scorpio Divine Masculine. He's seeing himself as his upright family now, and this could just be disconnecting from family or ending a family cycle. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. Finding emotional fulfillment because of your family, but ending that family cycle because you've grown up and you need to leave the nest, you know, all sorts of energies like that. But this is Scorpio finding their happiness despite other people who have been mean to them in the past, or still are. They still shine bright, and it's still making me want to cry. All right. Yeah, it's a good student, you know, someone who's eager to learn. They really shine their light. It's really so sweet. It's Scorpio. Now we have Pisces, the Eight of Pentacles. Scorpio's gone through a lot of grief in their childhood to get to this point. This is what I'm being told, and I can tell you that firsthand. Sorry. That they went, Scorpio, because they go so deep, they had to deal with a lot of very deep issues when they were children. So sometimes they are more able to be happy with themselves at a younger age because of the trauma they naturally experience. It doesn't mean they had to have some kind of awful situation happen, you know, that's super traumatizing when they're young. But just because they take everything so deeply, they've already learned the grieving process, because that's their nature, to go deep. So I'm just getting that. So you might want to learn from a Scorpio as far as that is concerned. About finding self-worth. Pisces with the 8 of Pentacles. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Take a deep breath. I want to cry again for Pisces. When I said take a deep breath, Spirit was saying that's what we're saying to Pisces. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Whatever situation you just dealt with, you dealt with it and you're doing great. It's okay. All right? Just take your time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Okay? It's making me want to cry again. Pisces, take your time. Even if other people go faster than you, you're not on other people's timelines. You're doing perfect. All right? You're going at the correct speed. It's not about the hardest, the fastest, the best. It's about you doing you perfectly. All right? Which, take your time, be creative. One step at a time. Get all your ducks in a row and then make decisions. Okay? This is about healing and forgiving yourself. Allowing yourself to shine, but yet in a balanced way. So when you do things, because maybe you do allow yourself to shine, you are successful and you get a lot of attention, but are you always in balance when you do that, right? Because you don't want to deal with situations where you may not have had proper discernment for other people. And that can have to do with young kids and making big purchases for the first time, okay? And this has to do with, there's not everyone out there's nice, right? This is the Pisces who goes out into the world expecting everyone to be like them, and they're not. The salespeople who just want your money, they're not there to help you or going to tell you anything you want to hear, right? And then those who are jealous of you, insincere, or not offering love. They just want to take you down, or they want your money. They want to hurt you. But you can't go into the hurt part of it. You just need to know who you are and be ready to walk away. You can't worry about their issues. That's their wound. Pisces, Pisces can be a bleeding heart. They really feel for other people. They're so empathic, naturally. And the King of Wands reversed. So, when you have King of Wands reversed, you could be a really mean person, right? Very abusive, with a bad temper, jealous, no love, enemy. All right? If you're dealing with somebody like this, forgive yourself for having allowed yourself to be tricked or duped, or just someone who abused you physically. Don't ever allow that again. And that's, definitely for Pisces, okay? Don't blame yourself. That's for all the water signs. Don't blame yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing. Why would you? If you didn't know, you didn't know. And I'm losing my voice, all right? Because you have a voice, and you're beautiful, you're loving, sensitive people. Don't blame yourself. Forgive yourself. It's okay. And now just let go, and time to take everything else one step at a time. It's all a journey. I was just getting reflection of all the crystals on my love sign, really beautiful purples and blue energies coming up, as well as some like island water, that really aqua color, really beautiful energies, and clear crystal as well. These are coming up as well before we get into the last cards. Okay, so for Pisces, you're doing great. Look at you, sovereign. You're on a quest, and look how far you've come. Just let go those things that don't serve you anymore. That's it. Okay, so down here, this is for the whole group. We also had, like I said before, we have healing and forgiving in the aftermath of sudden events or wars or homes or faulty foundations falling apart, businesses, whatever it is. Healing and forgiving others and yourself. And then the Queen of Pentacles, finding your stability again, to find your balance, right? Saving your money. Just be happy with what's right in front of you, right? Hearing the call to action. Making announcements that are close to your heart. Helping out people, right, that you resonate with. And also just announcements or playing music to help others as well. Could be, and final judgments coming through from court issues. To find home, a nice place at home where you're comfortable and stable and you feel good. A celebration, a union, standing up for yourself without reacting. To find stability, right? Holding on loosely, saving and grounding, being responsible, but yet being free at the same time. To express yourself, back and forth communication, even if you don't agree with the other person. Allow that flow back and forth, and when they don't resonate or trigger you, it's time to walk away. Okay? And then these last cards we have, oh, by the way, the bottom of the mini deck now is the Ace of Cups reversed. Allow yourself to cry. All right, so it's coming up as the Two of Swords, and then again, reaping the rewards of being pushed to your emotional limits and what you learned from that. Okay? The last cards here from this deck, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed, right? So this could be a poor student. Also could be an opportunist. Could be someone in need of a little bit of assistance or help. Money, time, energy, whatever it is. Guidance. To find your happiness within yourself. To find satisfaction. To rise above. Okay? To always be happy with yourself. This is the wizard behind the curtain, opening the curtain, right? The wizard coming out and being his authentic self, rising above. Any energies, whether it's your own, feeling like you're a bad student and you can't learn on your own, coming into this happiness with yourself either way. Or you had to deal with someone who was an opportunist, who took you for something. Coming back to this anyway. Always be happy with yourself and rise above. And then the last cards here, Justice. Justice will prevail. It's not yours to get. The universe will always correct its own energies by itself. All right? Allow the burdens and the chips to fall where they may. Be love, unconditional love at all times for your ultimate dream family. All right? This is a beautiful last message. There's nothing wrong with a little hard work, right? You have justice here, truth and balance, and a little hard work. It doesn't have to be heavy work. It can be for a good workout in the yard or something like that, but that can feel very good. But it's about allowing your load to be light. Meditate and connect with your higher self to be unconditional love. The Christ consciousness for all that you ever dreamed of can be yours. There's plenty of abundance for everybody. That's a really, really amazing message for you guys. I'm going to go because I'm already close to 2 hours. Sorry it took so long. But I'm not sorry because it was an amazing read. Okay? Drink your water. Get your rest. Do your best. Forgive yourself. Be joyful. And rise and be loved. Always do your best. Okay? Take a deep breath, guys. I just have to take a minute. First, 1 second. You guys too, take another deep breath. The heart energies are really strong right now. I just wanted you guys to take some more deep breaths. Rise and be loved.